Let's say, everybody, it's Monday night. You know what time that is? It's the Irregular Show with Matt Posner, and he's
the teacher.
back from Cape. Where are you, Cape? Port
Palm Harbor.
Palm Harbor, Florida. Just like south of Tampa.
Right? Let me make sure I'm on here.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
You know,
I know he's slow. Listen, there's a lot to get to tonight. Yeah. There's so much going on, from what's happening in Dallas, Texas. If you're not completely mad as hell, Sherrod Nelson, Michelle Kaplan joining us.
What's up, everybody?
If you are not completely disgusted on what's going on in Dallas, Texas, people, the Ukraine, the Syrian thing, what's going on, even a diplomat's wife in the UK.
It's a distraction.
Everything is a distraction. Lisa Kernan joining us. Hey, Lisa. Hey, thanks, everybody, for joining us on this great Monday night. Christopher Priester, the teacher, Matt Posner, the Irregular Show. All right, so you're ready to go. We're off and running.
Look at it. On time.
So if you've been hiding under a rock, sorry I can't watch, I'm at work. That's okay. You can watch us later and share us later, please. Lisa, thank you. So in Dallas, Texas, Amber Geiger, the police officer, convicted police officer, former police officer, shot her neighbor, Jothan Beam, Botham Jean,
yes.
Right? A very young man, successful young man, and an accountant. Hi, Mike Abbasi. The show is now complete.
Church-going Christian young man.
Very,
hallelujah.
Good boy. Funny guy.
Yes, well-liked.
Well-liked.
One of the good ones.
The good one. His brother, though, even better, though, in this time of agony and pain, was forgiving.
Hug the white lady.
Hug the white lady.
Good train.
Right?
Yeah.
Like this guy was great for the camera and to unite white and black in a time of tragedy. And the judge got a hug after the trial was over, after the sentencing. The judge is now getting flack for this, that it was inappropriate for her to ask for a hug, and we're not forgiving. And now we learn that the other day, the key witness in the trial, shot dead right outside of his apartment, kind of gang style.
Yeah, right.
Bam, bam. Even one of the witness, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Gang style. So somebody was hired to take this guy out. Inside job. We also learned that a woman who took video of Gene's last breaths, his last words.
Fired.
Why did you have to shoot me? Fired, and her video confiscated. Now I'm hoping that this woman has copies of this or made copies of this, because we know that there's for the potential that evidence might be lost conveniently. And now Amber Geiger's legal team is calling for an appeal.
Of course. How convenient.
And a retrial.
How convenient. We shall.
People, come on. Listen, what's going on in Washington, D.C. is really trickling down into our neighborhoods. The moral compass, the moral fiber of what America is built on is completely gone.
Oh, no, it's going back to what it was built on, racism.
Well,
that's what it was built on. That's what we were founded on. And now we're back to it. Full throttle. This is beautiful. This is America. Blue versus red, red versus blue. I was just on the red side.
Yeah, but now the Republicans, Syria, they're blasting the president, okay? Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham coming out and saying, wow, this is bad. Michael Weintraub joining us. But listen, we have a president that is all over the place now, and we have society, a white cop kills a black man in his apartment, another black man, a neighbor, who testified against this white woman is now dead. Another black woman had her job taken away from her and her video confiscated. Come on, people, put the pieces together.
Ukraine. That's what we're worried about.
We're worried about the Ukraine.
Care about black people. Another day.
We're not worried about our people. It's insane. Criminals are running our country. Right and left, Republicans, Democrats, they're all wacky. And a lot of money. They go into office poor and they're coming out rich.
300,000, 400,000, whipping out these contracts left and right. We know what you're doing.
But listen, but where's the outcry? Look, Ed Canatelli joining us. Hey, Ed, in Dallas, Texas right now, where is the outcry? Now, I know the mayor is getting involved, and okay, that's for appearances. The mayor of Dallas has to come out and say something.
The outcry is here on Facebook, posting. Nobody has any power to make anything happen. Hell, we're about to have a commission meeting right here in Tamarack because the black guy filmed the cops or something. They tried to get rid of him, trying to say he overstepped his bounds. Hell, all I did was film it.
But if the cops, but if you're in a scene, okay, and a cop instructs you to back up and you resist. Listen, I got to admit, I've been watching a lot of live PD lately.
Yes.
Okay, right? You got to know the rules. If a police officer gives you an instruction,
yes,
and you don't follow the instruction, that's resist number one. You resisted the officer's instructions.
But unfortunately.
Now, did she say, walking in the apartment, let me see your hands?
No.
Because the guy next door didn't hear it. And we know probably in Dallas, Texas, how well built these apartments are.
You walk right in.
And she walked right in. Now, did she have a key and all the keys are the same?
No, that's crazy. But again, she's white.
She's white. She's going to get off.
Oh, it's all about who you know. Life's about relationship. She's a cop. She knows the judges. She knows all the lawyers around there. Life's about relationship. If that brother would have shot her,
different story. Forget about it. Life in prison. She only got 10 years. His life was only worth 10 years of her life.
But we're learning how to do it. We're well trained. The Negro is well trained. The white man killed him. He'll hug him and ask for forgiveness. We're going to create a goal and ask for forgiveness. I bet they jumped all over church Sunday just to shout, "Oh Lord, forgive that poor white woman. Please forgive her. She didn't know." But
it's her brother. It's his brother. His brother, not her brother. His brother doing what he did. Look at the fanfare that he got, look at him.
Because that's
he became a hero.
White Christians are applauding. Hallelujah. Look at the Christian young brother. He has been trained well. Hallelujah. He's a good boy. He is asking for forgiveness. Just the way he's supposed to. Probably his grandparents saw somebody get killed during the civil rights movement. Why say, we're going to pray for him. We're going to cry and pray. Those Negroes are nice people. They're not going to retaliate. They'll kill each other, but they ain't going to kill them guys.
Now, here's the thing. If this is happening in Dallas, it's happening all over this country right now.
Everywhere.
It happens everywhere.
No one talks about it, but it happens.
Now, the other thing that's on the rise right now, and you're hearing a lot about it, and there was a 15-year-old, I think, on the West Coast who saved his baby sister.
Yes.
He got killed. You read about him.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
And I don't want to bring up his name because he was 15, but he's a minor and he's a hero.
Yes.
But there's a lot of home invasions happening now all over
yes.
the place.
Yeah.
You're seeing a rise of home invasions.
Yeah, because the middle class gone. The poor kids, they're breaking in homes. We're having problems in all the communities, not just thinking about it. You say that, you got a bunch of kids getting kicked out of school, floating around all damn day, no truant officers like we used to have, and they break it in your damn house in the middle of the day. It's disgusting.
Meanwhile, somebody at the school board is making over $200,000 a year just looking over the facilities.
Isn't that nice? Maintenance guy.
And then some administrator is making another $190,000 and just got raises. Now, granted, this just happened today in the great state of Florida.
Okay.
Finally, Governor DeSantis announced that the starting wages for incoming teachers was going to be $47,900, almost an $8,000 raise.
But now guess who's pissed? The veteran teachers. Because
yeah, but they're going to have to adjust those.
That was the problem. They just had it on the news. Those baby drive parents. That's what he announced it at baby.
Right. Oh no.
We'll go to the rich part of town.
You got to give DeSantis credit. He's smart. We have a smart governor, right?
He wasn't coming to my wife's school to do that shit. He did out at Bayview Elementary out on the beach.
Of course.
So the rich, the 20-year veteran guy was like, well, hell, been here 20 years. I'm only making 50.
But they want to drop those people anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
They want the new. See, here's the thing. And I got to give them credit. Like if you've been a teacher for 20 years in Broward County, probably your time should be up. There's the drop program.
Get out of the drop.
Get out of it. Christina Larson joining us. Get in the drop program. Get out.
Yeah.
Find something else to do. You've been a teacher for 20 years. Let the young teachers come in now and start.
Young teachers. Nobody wants to major in that shit anymore.
But now you're now attracting. Look, we went from worst to second. In one day in teacher salaries. Now, again, we're the third largest state in the union, population-wise.
Sixth largest district.
It's right. And Miami, Dade is fourth, and Palm Beach is like seventh, ninth, right there.
Yeah.
So, look, if we're going to be one of the largest states, we got to start acting like a large state, and people have to start making their what's fair to them.
Grown teachers who's written out rooms with senior citizens.
But now you have the charter school conversation, which everybody says, okay, we just need to privatize education and let the charter schools do the job that they're doing. But see, here's the thing: as the teacher, you know them all, so you have the appreciation for what's going on in the public school, the private school, and the charter school.
And at the end of the day, it just comes back to the parents, man. That damn DNA, man. That DNA is hard to overcome.
But we talked about how leadership in these schools, especially the inner city schools, makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
You even shared about an experience that you had at Dillard Elementary where they had a woman come in and made a difference in these students' lives, went from a D school to an A school. And then when she left, it went back to a D. Yeah. So there is a correlation with good leadership. Okay, and look, just chimed in.
My wife took over a D school. Now they're a high C.
Okay.
They're probably a B next year because she worked so hard and she brought structure. So if you're at a school, you got to look at the leadership. And that's why a lot of people are concerned about where they live because they got to have a good school for their kid to be in, per se.
Look, at the end of the day, you do want a good school for your kid. Because your kid is going to spend a minimum of 6 to 7 hours there every day.
I did some math the other day, Matt. And some schools, if I don't want to say they're training us to be employees, but if you think about it, if you go to the wrong school, because I grew up in a time where everybody stopped going to the community school. So I was on the bus. So I'm 5 years old, getting up 6:30, 7 o'clock to get on the bus at 7:15, 7:30. God forbid if you're in aftercare or some shit, you might be putting in 12-hour days from 6 to 6.
Yeah.
From age 5, 6 years old.
And where do you think, that's where that's the environment that you're most accustomed to.
And you know what?
And that's where you're going to learn things. Now, I have friends of mine and people that I know that are limiting their kids' time in school. Yes. There are even people that I know, they will not let their kid ride the bus. Yeah. They will only put their kid in for like maybe 4 or 5 hours a day, and they'll do part in school, and then they can do part virtual school.
Yes.
Okay, so now you have people limiting their kids to the time in school, and then doing some virtual schooling.
No.
Kids aren't, but they're not getting that interaction.
No.
Look, you learn certain things on the bus.
Yeah.
And you
learn it.
And you
life skills.
And you go home. And you maybe your dad or mom has a conversation with you. What did you learn today?
Yes.
None of that anymore. No, it's gone, completely gone. What did you learn today? Oh, I learned that this is how babies were made by a kid.
John on the bus.
John on the bus, exactly.
I learned at the cafeteria. I learned about the birds and the bees at the cafeteria table.
Right.
We pulled up a porn video on the cell phone, and we learned about sex right there.
Right there.
I'm sitting there, now that you mentioned it, your son just graduated. Mine's a recent high school graduate. High school kid, if you got extracurricular activities, if you playing ball or you're in the band, you're putting in a 12-hour day.
All day long.
For 4 years straight.
Yes.
So when you get a job, and you're working from 8 to 5, that shouldn't be shit to you.
No, it's a breeze. But that's why they say athletics and that these kids should have after. Look, if you're not going to play a sport, be in the band. If you're not going to be in the band, be in theater. If you're not something, DECA, anything. Have a job. No.
I go home and play Minecraft.
Yes. For hours. For hours on hours on hours. Look, we talked about it on the show. There's professional leagues that are now popping up everywhere.
And I can't say nothing. If you got a kid, I read the other day.
If you got a kid that's got good thumbs and good hand eye.
17-year-old kid out in California, some bitch won $3 million playing one of them games. If my baby won $3 million playing the game, I'm going to put a lock on the door for him. I'm like, stay your ass in there. You ain't playing no more games, man. You done? Shit, hurry up. Let's go. Play some more. 10 more hours, bitch. I wish he would bring me $3 million on a video game. Oh, God, I got to tell you about,
go ahead.
I got to tell you about my friends in Palm Harbor.
Okay, okay. So wait, let me just set this up. So Chris had 5 shows this past weekend. If you don't follow him, he posted a few things.
Yes.
He went to Palm Harbor, Florida,
yes,
which is this is his wheelhouse.
Yes.
And I'm going to let him share the demographics,
yes,
and the experience. Take it away.
All right, very briefly, guys. 15,000 residents here. Palm Harbor is on the west coast of Florida, by Tampa, St. Pete, that area. 15,000 people. When we drove into town, that's where I went with my white friend, Dougie Almeida. Thank you, Dougie, for driving and making sure I was safe. Great guy. Right. I wasn't driving around.
Yes.
As soon as you pull in town, you look in the yards, Trump 2020. You see the flags and all that shit you read on TV. I was like, oh, okay. Then I went
right here in Florida.
Then I went to the demographics. Ooh, 15,000 people, 92% white, 2.9% Asian, and they worked at all the sushi bars and massage parlors.
95%.
Yes.
Right.
Then 2% black.
97%.
And they had nothing else for the other 3%. So I assume those were illegals and fish.
Right. And how was your experience? Because you had a fun experience, it seems like, Thursday night with the girls softball.
Yeah, Thursday night, every crowd was different. Thursday night was all white.
So everybody in the town
came, I think, pretty much.
So what the place hold about 120 people?
Yeah,
roughly?
yeah.
So 10% of the town came out for the 5 shows. So about 1,500 people. So the town was well represented.
Yes.
During this time. Go ahead.
Every show had one black guy that was there with a white woman. That was awesome. Everyone had one.
Right.
But it was very awkward.
Why was it awkward?
I'm gonna share it.
But this is your comfort zone.
It is. But
the conservatives are that's your wheelhouse.
Yeah. But
you relate to them better than anybody because you've experienced it.
I love them.
I think you're one of the people that has really gotten to know why America.
There's levels.
Yeah, but you really, like, if you were in politics, you would really, like, you'd have them eating out of your hand.
I mean, I'm sitting there looking at him, and I'm like, yeah. When he was making all those speeches a few years ago about forgotten America and the middle class, it was so evident over there. You either had a Mercedes or a BMW, you were super rich, or you had the teeth missing with the dirty blue jeans. Those guys were there.
And the ripped t-shirt.
And the ripped t-shirt. One dude came with his old lady. Both of them didn't have teeth. And I was like, holy shit. And he was laughing in the front of teeth missing. And I was like, oh, God, this is very scary. But they're very nice people. They liked me. And what the catch was, the thing that got me, when I do white crowds, guys, I have an icebreaker question. I ask 3 questions, and I say round of applause to answer the question. And guys, every show, the claps got lower and lower.
Like 1, 2.
Yeah, like the first question is, Oh, Jesus.
How many black?
How many black? 5? Do you have at least 5 black contacts in your cell phone? And man, they were staring at each other like, honey, damn, honey, do I have 5? Well, Jesus. In the last 5 years, other than for repairs, have you had a black person in your house? Silence.
Silence. Dead silence on that one.
In the last 5 years, other than an Uber driver. Hey, Billy.
Billy Walford, Joey.
The other question, in the other 5 years, last 5 years, other than an Uber driver or a chauffeur, have you driven in the car with a black person? Silence.
Only the white
clap was the white lady that had a black man. She clapped. I do. Yeah, I know you do, Billy. You like the black man, the black folks you married. But I was, Palm Harbor, Florida was different, man. And I'm sitting there like, this is real. Now, this was the worst experience I had. I didn't share this with you.
Go ahead.
So Saturday night.
Yes.
The water starts rising in the toilet a little bit. I said, oh, let me go get a plunger. So I called the front desk. Said, ma'am, I need a plunger. She said, well, could you come get it? Because I can't leave the front desk. Black guy walking through the parking lot in Palm Harbor at midnight. There's a white guy sitting out front smoking a cigarette with a beard with no shirt on. I swear to God, man. He turns around and looks in the room and says, I can't fucking believe this. I can't fucking believe that. I started walking fast. I get to the front desk and get my plunger. Now I'm walking back through the parking lot. Matt, this guy has a bat now. Exhibit 8. We have a bat.
We have a bat.
He's sitting there tapping the bat on the sidewalk, and he starts staring at me. You good, bro? Are you good, bro? Because I'm good, bro. I'm good. Are you good? Good. I held up my plunger and I said, let's go and plunge the toilet, bro. Okay, bro.
He wasn't happy that you were
sick. No. He was elated. And I was like, oh, shit.
Now he's not going to say anything.
No, and I did not take that plunger back to the next morning. I was afraid. I called the lady. I was like, "It's gonna be nobody's gonna plunge the toilet at midnight besides me. If anybody else needs it, I'll bring it." Okay? Yeah, that was me. I was scared. Yes, I feared for my life, Billy. He was threatening.
Well, because you don't know how he's gonna react. He's smoking a cigarette. How many beers has the guy
exactly?
Had, right? He might have been at the show.
He was in the redneck. I was in the redneck video.
He might have been at the show, and you might have offended him in some way. Who knows? You gotta be careful. Yeah. See, okay, now when you go on those, okay, we have to send a security detail to you from now on.
Because here's a prime
example. We can't send you in alone anymore.
This is how sensitive the world
is. Because Dougie wasn't looking after you.
Dougie was in the room.
Dougie should have gotten the plunger for you.
No, I didn't think about it. This is America. I can walk. We're all one race, the human race. Not in Palm Harbor.
Not in Palm Harbor.
Oh, please. But I'm sitting there, and here's a prime example of how this climate is. I do an immigrant kid joke. If I do it over here,
yes,
it's ooh. Over there, applause break. Did you hear him? It's like these racist bastards. This is gonna be a great weekend. No PC over here, baby. I can just say it. Oh God. You're right. It's nothing. It's red, blue. It's just purple right now. Everybody's crazy. It's Crips in the blood, man. This is hilarious. It was a funny. It was just an odd experience. A lot of people just went overboard to make sure I was happy.
Oh, sure. You were getting Hennessy by the 16-ounce glass.
By the glass.
He was getting it.
Yeah.
Black man, Hennessy, we get to move it. This is getting stale. We gotta
get rid of it. This is pouring out.
Just pour it out.
We're going to have another one for a long time, baby.
Black History Month.
Oh, my God. It was depressing. It was depressing. There's some depressing people over there. That's okay. That's okay. Moving on. Enough about the weekend. Right. Jesus Christ.
Enough about the weekend. Well, as we're talking about the weekend, let's stay there. So Michelle and I went to Barktoberfest. Barktoberfest.
That sounds white as hell, but go ahead.
Okay, and it was, I have to admit, there was maybe 3 people in the park. There was probably 1,000 people in attendance. Yes, finally you get it. Crazy ass people. Oh, it's for sure. But and staying with crazy ass people and their pets, people dressing up their pets. There was a contest for the best costume on a pet. There was a contest for the funniest pet.
I'm going there. I'm just cutting straight to the chase. And how many black people were at this event?
Okay,
come on.
There was one black guy with a 3-legged dog and a white woman. And then there was the black park ranger.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and then the park guy that just worked, the guy that like cleans up, that was picking up the trash.
Picking up the dog.
3 black people, 1,000 people.
Oh, great.
Boca Raton, Florida. Barktoberfest.
So the one black guy was there with a 3-legged dog and a white woman.
A white woman. Swear to God. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. 3-legged dog and a white woman. He didn't even have his pit bull with him.
No pit bull.
No pit bull.
He didn't try to make the dogs fight.
No.
He didn't say, let's gamble. Dog fight. Let's gamble. Oh my God. I bet there was a lot of kissing of the dog too.
Oh my God. Everybody's like, oh, so cute. So cute. I just sat on the bench and watched, and Michelle's just running around getting her free stuff, and it was just very fun.
I'm going to integrate one of
those. I mean, it's not hard.
Yeah, I'm really well. Michelle, I'm coming to the next doggy show.
The next dog show is yours.
I gotta go. I gotta integrate this thing, man. I told myself there are several things I want to integrate before the end of the year, and Dog Fest is one of them. And I'm going to see that gay guy sing, that gay black guy sing Yiddish.
But the funny thing is how many black dogs or dogs that have black in them are out there. There's, like the dog population doesn't see color.
No, of course not.
They just want to sniff each other's asses and lick each other's balls. I can hear y'all, but
mom, dude, good. Be a mommy. That's
there
important.
You go, Billy. Thanks for chiming in.
All the way in Texas, baby. We appreciate it.
We're like Texas, Wyoming.
Yes.
Irregulars show. Matt Posner, Chris Priester.
We're everywhere.
We're looking for sponsors now, so we're just going to throw that out there. And I'm just going to say this. Michelle and I are opening our first BB20 studio up in Del Rey. It's a 20-minute workout. Just check us out on Facebook. Go to BB20 on Facebook, Instagram. All that good stuff, and look for us. Amaris Garcia joining us, and don't forget the Unk Life T-shirts.
They're everywhere.
My
rednecks were buying them up. They are all over Palm
You must
Harbor.
have sold a ton of these.
Oh my God! Those white guys were like, "Oh, I'm cool. I'm motherfucker. I get it. I get it."
And it's an older population there. It's got to be like they definitely scale over 50 there.
Yeah, they enjoyed my jokes about.
And a lot of those people trickle down from like Ohio. Did you get a gift
from Michigan? Every Michigan has.
Right.
Gang came on a lot of Michigan. I was trying to correlate that. How they ended up.
Well, it depends what part of Michigan. Well, because here's how they get up. So New York is the I-95.
They come to us.
They come to us. Okay. Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, that Midwest, they come 75. Wisconsin, they never make it across. So if you go to a Tampa Bay Buccaneers game against the Chicago Bears or the Green Bay Packers, you got more Packers fans, you got more Bears fans, and the same when the Patriots and the Jets play at Hard Rock now. You have a lot more New Yorkers and Northeast.
This is why I hate with white people, guys, so I can learn. That was very good.
Well, if we're talking sports, let's segue into some sports, because we all know about the University of Miami and what happened with them. The Florida Gators, though. What a great game, even though there was a ton of turnovers. But here's what I loved about that game more than anything. What did I love about that game more than anything? I loved the Florida throwback uniforms.
Oh, they look nice.
They should wear those for the rest of the year. I don't think so. I think that's going to be, it's in LSU. Game day's going to be there. But I got to say, look, I've never been a Gator fan. Never. But I gotta say, from a Florida standpoint, Florida pride. That's all we got right now, because Miami sucks. But UCF is out of the picture. They got 2 losses. South Florida, Charlie Strong, big deal. Florida State's gonna get their butts kicked this weekend against Clemson. Okay, and then Miami's got Virginia. They might get a win. So all we have is Florida right now. All right, let's go Gators. Come on.
G-A-Y. Game 4.
It's a great environment, though. The swamp is
okay.
an amazing place to watch a game.
And my in-laws do games. The games
Great town.
It's a real
It's a college town. It's
real
one of those. Gainesville only exists because of the University of Florida.
You take that shit out.
Like Baton Rouge is LSU.
Yes.
Okay. Tuscaloosa is
That's
Alabama.
a college town.
Auburn is Auburn. Penn State is State College.
Frat house party.
Right.
College.
In the middle of nowhere.
Tallahassee.
Gainesville is in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Right? It's in this.
Like, Miami ain't a college town.
No.
Ain't college.
Not at all.
Boring.
Not at all.
Gerby, what's up, buddy?
All right. Now, moving on to the NFL, and I don't really want to talk about it because I still say it's unwatchable. Every other play is a flag. It kills momentum. You know, they got to redefine holding. They really do. But what we have is a very interesting sweepstakes right now.
Yes.
The Tua Tagovailoa sweepstakes.
Yeah. He's the Russell Wilson of Hawaii.
Right. He is the savior of one of these NFL franchises. Will it be the New York Jets, your beloved Jets who already have Darno?
Nope.
The Washington Redskins who drafted Dwayne Haskins and who's not ready?
Nope.
Okay. The Miami Dolphins who picked up Josh Rosen, who they really haven't had a chance to see what he can do, but he throws a nice ball. The ball to Devontae Parker.
Very nice.
A beautiful ball.
Nice.
If the guy had some time, okay, maybe. Cincinnati with Andy Dalton, getting older, getting up there in years, okay?
Yep.
Now, name an Alabama quarterback that's had great success in the NFL. I can name two.
Joe Namath and freaking
Kenny
Stabler.
That's it.
I wouldn't draft him. I think he's just a college guy.
Well, yeah, because look, he's got 4-3 guys running past guys that really shouldn't be playing against Alabama in the first place.
Yes. The tank mode is Miami and the Jets. I think Washington.
Well, but here, okay, here's the breakdown. Okay, let's go through this because this is the Tua Tagovailoa sweepstakes. The Jets in Miami played twice.
So that's 1-1.
Somebody has to win.
The Dolphins are going to beat twice.
Okay, you think so?
If Luke Falk shows up for the Jets.
That was disastrous yesterday.
If
he just took the football.
The Dolphins can beat them twice.
Okay, Dolphins can beat the Jets twice.
Yes.
The Jets play Cincinnati.
I don't know what's going on out there.
The Jets play Washington.
Washington just fired
Gruden. Is that now? Bill Callahan. Now, but they still don't have a quarterback. Colt McCoy is not an NFL quarterback.
Must be really bad.
Really bad. Now the Giants are
looking.
looking like geniuses for taking Daniel Jones now. The kid looks good.
Yeah.
And
bowl is Miami and the Jets.
Yes. All right. So then you have Miami and Washington coming up this Sunday. Somebody's got to win.
Yeah.
And it looks like Miami has a good chance at home. Washington looked pathetic against the And I know we got some Redskins fans out there. Renzo is a fan of the Washington Redskins. When you're at FedEx Field, one of the most like Washington, D.C., Louis Saran joining us. For me, Washington, D.C., growing up, the Hogs, John Riggins, Theismann, the great teams, even going back to the Billy Kilmer days, okay?
Yeah.
The Redskins are one of those teams that is NFL, legendary. Washington, D.C., to go to a game in Washington and to have the Patriots just have more fans in that stadium than the Redskins did. That's very, very sad for Redskin fans.
I remember going there.
More so than anything.
I remember going there in 92. My roommate was from Oxonville, Maryland. He took me to a Redskin game. Those were some rabid, passionate fans. That whole hog thing was going on. They worship those.
They're passionate fans.
They loved it. But they're got to be very hard for them.
Listen, since Daniel Snyder has taken over in 1999, they've only had 4 playoff appearances. He's fired 6 coaches in 20 years. Gruden lasted the longest at 6 years.
Wow.
Redskins and Miami are NFL legendary teams that have a lot of history, but definitely on the down.
I don't get it. And this all goes back to ownership. Snyder and that Ross man down there.
And Ross spends the wrong money.
Yeah.
He gave Mike Wallace that big contract.
Snyder spends trash money. They're billionaires. So
but I still say the Dolphins, it's the ghost of Joe Robbie.
Both of them.
The curse of Joe Robbie.
And they might have the curse of Joe Gibbs.
They did Joe Gibbs very wrong.
They did Joe dirty.
A lot of Super Bowl appearances between these two teams.
Shit, I think Dallas did Tom Landry dirty, and they've been winning shit since.
And look what happened to them. They lost at home to the Packers. They got trashed. They were getting killed. They were like a goose egg in the third quarter.
Every time I look at that coach with them little bags on his eyes, that bitch looks like he's Jerry Jones' son or something. Jason Garrett is related to
He looks tired.
He should be fired already.
But wait, he gets flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct because he used professor.
Yeah, that's his bastard child. That's why he has that job. He's got those little bags.
He does resemble him a little. They do look alike. What if
you look just like
it's possible? You never know. So there you have it. The Tua Tagovailoa sweepstakes. It's crazy. And then one other thing we have to talk about in sports is this whole thing with this guy, Daryl Morey, the general manager of the Houston Rockets. Once again, sports and politics don't go together.
Chinese people, they nice. Chinese people is nice.
He tweeted out, "Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong." Now, everybody, if you've been hiding under a rock, you know that there's been protests ongoing for months now in Hong Kong. If you don't know your Hong Kong history, Hong Kong was a British territory controlled by the Brits for a long time, given back to the Chinese some years ago.
Hong Kong food was very good cartoon.
And now that the Chinese have been in control for many years, the people of Hong Kong are resisting the ways of the Chinese.
No.
Soros grandson with those bags. Yeah, very much so. And now the NBA is, this whole thing is a mess. Here's the whole article on it. And it's, at the end of the day, it's really not worth going into.
It's billionaires being brats. Who talked the shit? The owner of the team. What did James Harden?
The general manager.
The good employee, James Harden. Oh, we live in Chinese people.
And then here's the NBA's response, which I have to read. We recognize that the views expressed by the Houston Rockets general manager, Daryl Morey, who, by the way, was NBA Executive of the Year last year, have deeply, this is the NBA speaking, deeply offended many of our friends and fans in China. Maybe the fans and friends in China, maybe that was a wake-up call. Maybe they weren't deeply offended. Maybe they're realizing, wow, we're really an oppressed society.
We're going to blame Trump. It was the tariffs.
The tariffs. Okay, let me continue. Okay, deeply offended many of our friends and fans in China, which is regrettable. While Daryl has made it clear that his tweet does not represent the Rockets or the NBA, why would it? Why would it? The guy tweets on his personal account. Yes, his job is general manager of an NBA team, and he expressed some views. Freedom of speech, While Daryl has made it clear that his tweet does not represent the Rockets or the NBA, the values of the league support individuals educating themselves and sharing their views on matters important to them. We have great respect for the history and culture of China and hope that sports and the NBA can be used as a unifying force to bridge cultural differences. Look.
Fortune cookie.
And what did the guy tweet out? It wasn't that bad.
Come on.
Fight for freedom. Fight for freedom. Stand with Hong Kong.
We're in trade wars with
But look at the imbalances. What do we have? We have a $59 trillion short.
I have another reason to blame Trump.
But look here, Trump. Now you bring up Trump. And Barbara Rez, who many of you, if you don't know who she is, was a Trump executive. She ran Trump's construction company in the late 70s, 80s, 90s. She's a pioneer as a woman in construction, was responsible for the Trump Tower project. She went on CNN and she pretty much said that the president is incompetent and should step down from office.
Should have stopped the sentence that she was on CNN. Fake news. Gerby, if it was on CNN, it wasn't no good. We don't believe it. Because now, I just saw a video the other day with some young black guys on there, and Trump was there with them at the little podium saying, oh, look at all the little black people, oh, this is our president. Trump, Trump, Trump. So, hey, it's all up to them. It depends who's seeing it. It's all about everybody's transition, and what we comprehend is different these days. It's all in the eye of the beholder.
Now, talking about presidents.
Yes.
Okay, we all know what's happening in Venezuela with their leadership.
Yes.
Now, right close to home in Haiti, and we have a very big Haitian community here. Okay, 17 people in the last several weeks have been killed. Okay, in protest of what's going on with their leadership. And here in America, we have what's going on with our leadership. So it's interesting how this is all going on in the world, and the leadership.
Okay, we care about the
Ukraine and Syria.
And
Syria, nothing else.
Anything else?
And the Amazon is burning down, by the way.
Yeah.
Now the Vatican is very concerned about that.
Yes, I saw that.
You saw that?
Down, nobody's saying shit.
Donna controlling the point
Just
you on
burning
this.
down,
Donna.
nobody's going. And that's what the problem is. We have now been distracted by social media and all this
Oh
other
my
stuff.
God! They're making our heads spin.
I wish to God we would go back to C-SPAN. You remember C-SPAN?
Yes. One news, one opinion,
channel.
that was it.
It was boring.
Yes.
It was about 50 people in the whole fucking country that cared, so they watched C-SPAN.
Right.
But social media has come, and I'll say it, Obama and Trump are the first two social media presidents.
Obama wasn't even that bad. Like, he was very.
No, I'm not saying that. I mean from the average Joe,
right?
Caring about politics.
Access to information.
Yeah, we didn't
like
care.
more people care about politics now. Look,
yes.
It's the number one here. This is the whole thing in a nutshell. Okay. Politics, what is going on right now, is the number one rated reality show in the world.
Number one. Past Real Housewives, everything about your little kids, got talent,
right?
All that crap. Nothing.
You've got the UK tangled in Brexit, leaving the European Union. Okay. You've got Syria, ISIS, which
Ukraine,
ISIS.
Let's take your pick.
Iraq. They're now.
Canada's jumping in now, and they're the softest people in the world.
Patty Berry joining us.
Yeah.
Yes. Canada now.
Mexico. Everybody got a problem, and everybody knows about it because we got the internet.
Yes.
I was sitting there saying to myself, this is way off base, but just to let you know how far we are and how much we've lost touch. I was remembering myself. I was 8 years old. I'm out camping with the Boy Scouts.
You camped with the Boy Scouts?
Yeah, we were the only black troop in town. I had a black, you know what? Shit, I'm 48. That was 40 years ago. I had a female.
You think you know everything about your co-host, and you learn something new all the time. This man was a Boy Scout.
Yes, Miss Gloria Knight. Miss Gloria.
That's all right, Pammy. We love you. Come on.
That's what I always say. I'm always.
You don't have to apologize.
You'd rather be late than early.
And you can always watch us back and play us back.
Miss Knight, I thank you, beautiful, because you taught us that a hot dog is not done on the grill unless it has black lines on it.
Right, that's true.
Black lines matter.
Yes.
Black lines matter. She taught me that as a youngster. But I was out 8 years old.
8 years old.
We're camping. The big Boy Scout Jamboree. I didn't get that far. We're at the Boy Scout Jamboree. And I was an asthma baby.
Oh, no.
So it came
You had one of those.
I got sick.
You said they made fun of you.
I never did. I got sick. I had asthma.
Oh, no. And you didn't have your puffer.
She called my mom. And my mom
This
came and got me. No, she came and got me.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is,
go ahead.
Today, cell phone, texting, she had to go, this lady had to physically go to a payphone.
Oh, probably mine.
And hunt my mama down.
Right.
And my mama came out there and picked me up. That's how far removed we are. 40 years ago, mama had to figure it out on herself. Did she have GPS?
No.
Did Siri tell her?
No.
Did Alexa say come get him?
No.
Alexa, give me directions to the campsite. No. You go to Oakland Park, you make a right. Third stop sign, make a left. Second house, make a right. That was real world. Now this Siri and this blah, blah, blah. No good. We've lost how to communicate. You remember when you could cheat, fellas?
Well, we communicate differently now. Look, I'm watching a movie yesterday with Michelle. Crazy Rich Asians.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
No,
Not
on my playlist.
A very funny movie. Watch it with the wife. You'll get your bonus points.
All right.
All right. It's an easy watch. It's funny. The women are gorgeous. Like the Asian women in this movie, like the one, oh no, seriously. Like I'm talking, and even Michelle Yeoh, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon fame. Okay, gorgeous. She looked great in this movie. And she's 57 years old and she looks not a day over 40. Okay. But the co-stars in this movie, like a really good looking cast. And it's mega dollars, like what they promote in this movie. But it had a cool ending and a happy ending and all that good stuff. But it was just watching it with Michelle, okay, and it was the society of this rich family and how they just didn't accept this girl.
How do we end up here? I was just talking about me camping. What the hell are we talking about Asians for? Let's talk about me camping. How do we end up on Asians?
I don't know. I somehow got off track.
Thank you. Pammy, let me go back to the payphone and my mommy coming to find me.
I got off track.
I know, don't worry about it. It's almost time to go. You're right. You're right. You can go. You're right. You're allowed.
Sorry, everybody.
Pammy, you remember when a man would stop to the payphone to call you? And you had to give him real directions.
Right, take a right.
That was a real man. You know what I'm saying? We didn't look for Siri. And that's why men could cheat back then.
Oh, I know when you say cheat, there was a scene.
That's where you went. There we go.
You clicked
there it is.
So the wife is sitting there, right? The husband gets up. The phone clink, right? And there's a call coming through. She picks up the phone, and there's a text message. The bed is very empty without you, and she finds out that he's cheating.
It couldn't happen. That didn't happen in the 70s.
See, I knew there was a point.
That couldn't happen in the 70s and 80s.
No, it couldn't.
They had to physically see you.
Right. They had to follow you.
See, that was real living back then.
Yes.
Then the beeper came out. Ooh, 69, 75. Oh, yeah. That was real.
And there were codes on the beeper too. You had codes.
Yeah.
Remember the codes?
Yeah.
You knew. Booty call, whatever that number was.
69.
Right.
Put your phone number and then put that
69.
Right. Party time, baby.
That's it.
But that was real. These new kids, the girl can take a picture of you. Boom, bam, sin. Hey, girl, I see him out here with somebody. Boom, bam, sin. You're dead.
But what about all the naked pictures? I've never done that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to have my private part out. Because once you send that picture, it's out there. And just because it goes to men got caught then and they got caught now.
We got stupid.
But some men were very stupid back then. Look, no. See, here's the thing, Pam. Back then, if you wanted to get caught, you did something stupid because you wanted to get caught.
Yeah, you wanted to leave.
Now there's more of a challenge to getting caught.
Yeah, you got to be different.
Because you can't, look, if you're going to the bathroom, don't leave your phone on the nightstand because she's going to reach over and look, even if you got a code, she's got your code.
Because that's what shows true love now. If she's got your password.
Well, but if you've got a code on your phone, you got something to hide.
Yeah.
What are you hiding from me? Why do you have to have a code on your phone? What are you hiding from me? Zoe Larson, congratulations, Zoe, on your upcoming show at University of Florida.
All right. What is she doing up there?
She's doing a show. Please let us know which show. I just saw the post. I forget the name of the show, but she's got been coming up in a couple of weeks.
I'm in Gainesville all the time. My in-laws are there. I'll get some black
Zoe, what show are you doing in Gainesville?
Zoe, I'll get some blacks over there to integrate the show. I got all kind of black friends in Gainesville.
Now, and as Zoe chimes in, I started a fundraiser today for the Florida Children's Theater, also known as the Fort Lauderdale Children's Theater.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I invited everybody, and I don't know, it might be unrealistic. The goal is to raise $2 million by January 5th. The Fort Lauderdale Children's Theater, a.k.a. FCBA, the Florida Children's Theater.
Yes.
One of the oldest nonprofits in the state of Florida. A bunch of moms started in their garage, I think in the 50s. You even performed on stage there. I've performed on stage there. My kids have performed on stage there. Zoe's performed on stage there. A great organization. They do a lot of good stuff for the community. They're getting a new space at Broward College.
Yeah.
And we're raising money for the new space so that they can easily transition to it to build it out. There's a beautiful theater that backs up to the new space on Broward College's campus. And, you know, it's a great marriage because what it does is it plops the Children's Theater right in the heart of Fort Lauderdale. You know, kind of Broward College is right in the center of everything. That Davie, Nova Southeastern, that whole campus is amazing. So I encourage everybody, look, even if it's $1, $2, $5, please donate to this cause. It's very important. All my boys have participated at the Children's Theater. They do great work. So, you know, I just want to say that. Thank you very much. Again, Chris Priester, the teacher, Uncle Life T-shirts.
Yes.
What's going on coming up for you?
Jesus.
November 3rd is a big show.
November 3rd is our big one. That's the Lauderdale Performing Arts Center on the Sunday. November 30th, I got the Oldie Goldie concert, Pompano Amphitheater with Shirley Murdoch and Freddie Jackson.
And that's a great venue.
Oh, I love that.
If it's nice out, because you got that ocean breeze, it's right by Federal Highway. I love going to that venue. We'll probably come to that venue. Freddie Jackson's really
he's good.
He's
and
good.
Last but not least, October 26th, I'm supposed to do a Bahama Relief Effort concert.
Oh, nice.
Miramar.
Very nice.
I'll let you guys know the lineup for that. They got all the, I don't have it in front of me, but I know like Maxi Priest and Inner Circle.
Love Maxi.
We got the old school reggae guys coming in. It's
nice.
Awesome.
Send me a link for his group. I will help.
Thank you, Billy.
Oh, thank you very much, Billy. We'll send that out to you. If you go to my Facebook page, friend me, Billy, and then you'll see it right on my Facebook page.
Yeah, he's legal. You can friend him, Billy. He's one of the good ones.
And then once again, my lovely girlfriend Michelle and I opening up DX20 Studios in Delray.
I can't wait to start stretching.
Yeah, we're going to get you in shape. You're going to be one of our guinea pigs.
Oh, shit. I just caught a cramp. Holy shit.
That doesn't surprise me. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. All right, everybody. That was 51 minutes.
Oh, shit.
Are you really cramped up?
Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
I didn't know. Ah! Oh, shit. You got any water in there? Yes. Oh, God. I just caught a cramp. Oh, God. Holy shit. I got a jolly one.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Irregulars Show. I'm Matt Posner. He's
Chris Priest, the hurting teacher.
The hurting teacher, all cramped up. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Please share the show with your friends if you enjoyed it. We'll see you next Monday. Everybody have a great week. For our Jewish friends out there, Happy New Year.
Yes,
Happy Yom
New
Kippur.
Year.
Good night, everybody.